Dolls, welcome back to my channel. This is the first video of the year. It is finally 2021, and this video is going to be great because, as we all know, with the new year brings New Year's resolutions. It brings a fresh start, brings a kickstart to all of our goals that we kind of want to reset for the new year. And one of those goals that most have is, of course, health and fitness, to get in better shape, to practice better habits. So this video is going to help you all have 5 tips to utilize so that way you make those goals, you make those New Year's resolutions, but you actually keep them. So here are my 5 tips to help you keep your health and fitness New Year's resolutions. As always, let's go. All right, so tip number 1. My first tip is going to be to start small. Make little goals, because we all always say that we're gonna just completely cut out every fat, every carb, everything that's unhealthy. We wanna have a great diet. We're gonna work out 5-6 times a week, but that is just unrealistic, especially if you are somebody who is new to fitness, new to health, new to this lifestyle. Over promising yourself is gonna just be discouraging, because it's gonna be really hard to maintain these big goals, these complete 180 lifestyle changes. So you're really gonna want to start small, whether that's training maybe 1 day a week and then take 1 day off, and then train the next day and then take 1 day off, just so that way you can get yourself in the habit of working out. And then you can feel in your mind, okay, hey, let me just do this today, tomorrow I get to rest. It's those little things to kind of help you keep a promise and help you set goals that you're actually going to be able to attain. Or even if it's maybe starting maybe a kickstart plan. There's a lot of different fitness plans. A little plug for myself, I'm going to be starting a 21-day New Year's challenge. So little things like that. Usually the new year brings challenges. It brings quick kickstart health and fitness plans that may be offered to you that are going to be easy to stick to. It might be easier to keep in your mind, hey, I can do this for 21 days rather than, I can do a full-on 6-week personal training coaching plan. That might be something that's just a little overwhelming to you if you're just starting. So with food and with diet, everyone always says that diet is a huge part of your fitness transformation. So diet is going to be 90% of the physical changes you see in your body, but it's very challenging because there's so many different foods out there. There's so many things that are tempting, especially when you're coming off of the sugar high from the holidays. It's really hard to deprive yourself from everything. So make small health diet changes. So maybe instead of saying, okay, I'm never gonna eat another carb for 30 days, just maybe say, okay, so instead of having carbs with every meal, I'm gonna just maybe have my carbs with my breakfast and then with my dinner, and that's it. So that way you're getting it throughout the day and you're not completely cutting it out. And you can kind of reward yourself by saying, okay, I didn't have carbs with this meal. I had maybe a salad or something that was high in protein, but I'll get carbs tonight. So it will stop you from, that midday snacking, or if someone offers you something during the day, you don't have to feel like, okay, well, let me just do this one time and then I won't do anything else later. If you know in your mind, okay, I know plans for dinner, I'm gonna have, my pasta or whatever it may be, it will help you to not indulge randomly and take on those extra calories throughout the day. Or maybe it's, okay, I'm gonna still have carbs, but I'll just maybe measure the size of my palm. Just little things to start eliminating and changing those habits. Start with cutting out sugar from maybe your ketchup, and then maybe take it out of your coffee. Just little things that way. I know when I first started my health and fitness journey, I was never like a bad eater, but there was just a lot of foods that I just didn't like. Like I didn't really like oatmeal. I didn't really like rice or eggs. So it was just the texture of certain things. But now I love those items because I had to kind of introduce it into my diet in a way that I liked it. And now I could eat oatmeal without anything but, maybe slice some bananas. Like, my palate has changed completely to what it used to be. just because I made small changes and eventually my body just craves the healthier options. I always say start small, make goals that are attainable, give yourself little victories, because those little victories are going to encourage you to keep going and continue on this journey. And they're not going to make you, you know what, I didn't accomplish it, so I might as well just quit and I'm not going to do it anymore. So my first tip is going to be to start small. Number 2 is going to be make a plan. So I know meal planning is very important, as well as plan when you're gonna do your workouts, maybe map out your workout days for the week, and as well as not necessarily the day, or not only the day rather, put the time in your day, like 5 o'clock, I'm gonna train, 6 o'clock, I'm gonna train. Because a lot of times we say, okay, well, I'll just do it today. When you just say a generalized goal or make a generalized statement to a goal that you want to set, and you're not giving it specifics to how you're going to get to that goal, most of the time you're not going to stick to it. Because if you just say, I'm going to do it today, things are going to pile up, things are going to happen, and you're going to fill your day with everything else. And of course, since training may not be a part of your daily habit, you're not going to have that spot readily available for it. So make a plan with your training. Make a plan with if you're going to train in the morning or if you're going to train in the evening. Set out your gym clothes the night before if you're going to train first thing in the morning, or make sure you have your gym bag packed if you're going to, you know, stop at the gym on the way home from work, or if you're training from home. Make sure your clothes are laid out so that way you've got that time scheduled. You don't have to, it takes all the thinking, it takes all of the decision fatigue out of what you need to be doing come the day you need to do it. So the night before, set out your gym clothes. The night before, set out your water bottle, whatever it is that you need to get going on your workout. Have it all prepared, have that set designated time for your training time. You know, calendar like it's an appointment, a calendar like it's a doctor's appointment or a meeting. So that way, you know, if someone says, hey, can we do this today at 6 o'clock? No, I have plans at 6 o'clock. Can we do this in the morning? No, I have, you know, a previous engagement. Just kind of set it in your mind like it's an important appointment, like anything else in your life. Like with my meals, I know I had a meal prep video for y'all during my prep, but I also meal prep off season, just because it takes the guesswork out when you're out and about, and you know your cravings might happen, or you're out and about and you're just too busy to be like, oh, I have food but I need to cook it, I don't have time, let me just grab something. If you have your meals planned out, if you have everything prepared for you, if you have everything cooked, it makes it so much easier to stick to your diet goals and your healthy food eating habits. It makes it so much easier to stick to that because it's already done. You don't have to stop and think about it. It takes that, so just allot that time, because it takes that added stress of, oh, now I have to stop and cook. If I know for me, I know Sundays and Wednesdays I'm cooking, or if I know I have to do something on that Wednesday that week, like we know our schedule for the most part, you know, through the week, if we know we've got something special going on. So then it's like, okay, so now it's Sunday and Thursday. Whatever those days are that you know, okay, I'm gonna be home a little early, or I know I don't have as much planned during that evening. Or if you plan prep all your meals on one day, that's fine too. I used to do that as well. So make a plan for your meals, make a plan for your training time, and take the time out to prep for that, whether it's prepping your meals, whether it's prepping out your clothes, whether it's prepping out your equipment that you're gonna be using. Make a plan on your fitness goals and make sure you're making the time for that new priority in your life. So my third tip is going to be replace and not deprive. So what that means is, of course, we know what foods are good and what foods are bad. So a lot of times people have a sweet tooth, or you might have a savory tooth. Whatever it is, I would recommend replacing that habit or replacing that craving with something that's a better option for you. So if you are a snacker and you like to snack on unhealthy chips, maybe replace them with a healthier option, like a veggie straws, or there's a lot of like kale chips, all that kind of stuff. So just replace whatever that craving is with the healthier option. And a lot of times I like to say change your reward system, which is also a great way of replacing, because I know a lot of times we associate, okay, well, I'm taking away this food, so let me just replace it with another food. Now, if you're really trying to get on track with your goals, even if it's a healthier option, everything at the end of the day is extra calories added. And if you are trying to stay at a caloric deficit, you're not gonna just wanna keep replacing calories if you're trying to eliminate certain calories, if you're trying to hit a certain fat loss or weight loss goal. So at the end of the day, everything isn't gonna be easy. It is a bit of a sacrifice in a disciplined lifestyle. That's why fitness is, just harder to stick to. But I like to say replace or change your reward system. So instead of rewarding yourself with, okay, I did my workout, I get to have, Halo Top ice cream, you can change that habit and be like, oh, I'm gonna give myself a manicure, or I'm gonna give myself, whatever is your time to de-stress, or whatever helps you feel better, or going on a walk, reading a book, getting your nails done, doing some little retail therapy. At the end of the day, there's always something that we like to do that may be a physical activity or a hobby that we can reward ourselves with, or some pampering time that we can reward ourselves with. So that way, we're still enjoying our life and enjoying our lifestyle, and not always using food as some sort of coping or reward mechanism. And I think that's just kind of something that's instilled in our culture. Just, as children, you win a football game, or you go to the cheerleading championships, and then it's okay, pizza party. Everything is, kind of rewarded with food, or you go out to dinner afterwards. And yes, it's nice that food is a part of the culture, but there are other times when it's just you rewarding yourself. Hey, I'm gonna get my nails done. Hey, I'm gonna get a pedicure. I stuck with my diet all week long. I'm gonna just go ahead and have me a spa day. So just kind of change the reward system. So replace, not deprive yourself, because you want to have something to stick with and not feel like, okay, I did my diet for 30 days, I'm done, now I can go off the deep end and go back to eating and doing whatever I want. Because you don't want to take away all that progress and all that hard work that you made and have to keep this dieting lifestyle. You want to have a healthy, overall balanced lifestyle. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 is very important. It is one of my key elements in training and any sort of lifestyle coaching, is accountability. So it's very hard, even as someone who's really into fitness. Most athletes, even people at the top of their game, have coaches. They have trainers. They have somebody who's some sort of mentor within the health and fitness industry, because we're all human. We all have our, vices. We all have those things that we crave. So accountability is very important, whether that be a personal trainer, whether that be, your coach, your lifestyle coach, or it be a friend, or it be your significant other, or a group fitness class at the gym that you might be taking, and all of your friends that kind of are in that class with you kind of have some sense of accountability. So if you, for example, with the group fitness, if you are sticking to a class at the gym that you want to make sure you're staying on top of, tell your friends, like, hey, I'm going to be there. Make sure someone's looking for you. Make sure someone's, watching out and being like, hey, I didn't see you there. Just because a lot of times, if you don't have anyone there to kind of hold you accountable, you can slack off, because who gonna check me, boo, sort of situation.
Who gonna check me, boo?
So have a great accountability partner, have a great accountability group, have some sort of sense of community along with your journey. And if you have like-minded people or friends around you, you're all that more likely to be successful. So if you have friends who are just kind of eating junk food and don't care about their health and whatever goes, then you're probably going to be like that, because it's going to be very hard to be the only one who stays strong, and you're kind of going to be always picked on, or everyone's going to kind of down your dreams or down your goals or undermine what you want to do and what's important to you. But if you have other people who that's around you who that's important to them too, then there's no way you can't succeed in that, because you've got like-minded people around you. And as they say, birds of a feather flock together. So kind of surrounding yourself with a good community, good accountability is going to be a great tip for you to stay on top of your fitness goals. And my 5th and final tip, I kind of alluded to this throughout the whole video and throughout all the other tips. It kind of plays a role in everything, is make sure that when you're setting your new year resolution or your new health and fitness goals for yourself, that it is a complete lifestyle change. It's not a 30-day fix, or it's not a 6-week this, or 4-week that. Of course, those programs are there for you to give you a starting point. Those programs are there for you to kickstart you into creating good habits. And if you want to continue with the coach for a year or however long, at the end of the day, it has to be, no matter how long your plan is, it has to be a lifestyle, a lifetime journey. No one is perfect every day. No one gets every workout every day. But honestly, if you are doing well or staying on top of your game, or 90% of the time you're doing okay, what's 10%? I mean, those days where you slip up, you're not even really going to see the difference, because you have so much consistency to back up those times to enjoy yourself. Like, I know me, like, I diet hard, I train hard pretty much all year round. So those times when it's post-show or holiday season, I don't feel as guilty during that time, because for one, I don't let myself go completely crazy. And two, I worked really hard to where those little moments aren't going to derail, my whole, fitness and my whole lifestyle journey forever, because I'm basically 90% of the time staying on track. So those moments where I get to indulge and enjoy myself are all the more enjoyable, because I don't have the guilt to follow afterwards. Like, oh man, I shouldn't have had that. I know I need to be watching what I eat. I know, like, I don't have that horrible guilt. Like, of course, everyone's like, oh man, maybe I had a little bit too much. But honestly, like, you need those moments in life to have balance. And that's what lifestyle training or lifestyle, like a healthy lifestyle, is about. It's about balance. Part of the time, yes, you have to kind of be disciplined. You have to be motivated. You have to encourage yourself to get in there, get in the gym. No matter what I'm doing, my fasted cardio, no matter what I'm doing, whatever it is that you committed to, no matter what, that's part of your lifestyle. You're gonna just do it. And I, kind of going back to the beginning, use those programs, use a coach, use somebody to help you out in the beginning, because it is hard when you're starting from nothing to change habits. And changing habits in any avenue in life is difficult, especially fitness. So having those programs are a great way to kickstart a new way of doing things in your lifestyle. But remember that this is not a 21-day journey. This is not a 4-week journey. This is not an 8-week, 12-week program journey. This is a lifestyle journey. Find whatever it is that you like. There's so many different programs out there. There's so many different types of workouts. There's so many types of activities that you can do, that there's something for everybody out there. Like, fitness is a huge industry, and there's something for everybody. So find what tickles your fancy. Find what you can stick to, make it a part of your lifestyle, and don't dread working out. Don't dread taking care of yourself. Like, you have to love yourself. You love taking care of yourself. We've only got one body. You've only got one lifetime. So make the most of that wonderful vessel you've got to walk in every day, and, own it and enjoy the process. So I hope these 5 tips helped you out. I wanted to kind of just let you all know, big announcement, that I am going to be starting my 21-day HIIT cardio challenge. It is going to start January. We're in the year. We're just going to start January 11th. And it is going to be a 21-day HIIT challenge. So 21 minutes a day for 21 days. A great kickstart to your health journey. And there will be a prize for the person with the greatest transformation throughout the process. So you'll get your workouts, so your 21-day workout plan, as well as a customized meal plan, and you'll get weekly check-ins. So it's basically like a 3-week program. And I have downloadable programs on my site, but I don't offer all of the extra check-ins and all of that for the downloadable program. So this is your chance to kind of see what it's like to train with me, and to be, have a lifestyle coaching program with me. So if you're interested, please go to qdollwellness.com, my website, or follow me on social media, qdollwellness on Instagram, and I will be posting all the details about that as we get closer to the start of the challenge, but registration will have already started by the time this video goes out. So please go ahead and join that challenge with me. It's gonna be fun. A great way to kind of kickstart your New Year's plan. As I mentioned before, these are great ways to just kind of change habits. So please make sure to come along with me in this journey. And I'm so excited for this new year and all the great things that are gonna happen this year. And whatever challenges come, it's even better because it will help us to get stronger and, you know, help us to improve who we are as human beings. Life isn't always gonna be perfect and easy every day, but it's a new year, new opportunities, and it's a fresh start to kind of get back on the saddle, you know, live up to those goals that we have for ourselves and stick to them. So thank you all so much for watching. Comment below what your favorite part of this video was, or if you're gonna join my challenge. And as always, thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.